objective today is to tackle the rich neighborhood of Mlolongo. Growing up in this town was like living in a bubble of luxury and privilege. Mlolongo was not an ordinary town. By the time I was old enough to understand my surroundings, it had already transformed into a playground for Nairobi's elite. Our home was nestled in Valley View Park, also known as Mamluki, which was named after the infamous Armenian brothers Atul Magarian and Atul Sargsyan. This was an exclusive gated community where every house seemed like it belonged in a glossy architectural magazine. We had all social amenities in this neighborhood, including tennis courts and a clubhouse where weekend brunches were a family tradition. But what I loved most were the people I grew up with. The likes of Kings, Ivan, Ivo, the late Johnny, Kili, and Chapeo. Not forgetting Atandi. Growing up in Valley View Park was like living in a small world of its own. The estate sat nestled between rolling hills and overlooked the busy Mombasa Road with its hum of trucks and matatus, creating a rhythmic backdrop of our daily lives. Life in the estate had a charm that only those who lived there could fully understand. A blend of close-knit community living and the wild and tame beauty of the Kenyan landscape. Every morning began with the golden rays of the sun piercing through the indigenous acacia trees from the direction of Sabaki. The air was always crisp, carrying the scent of damp earth, especially after nights of rain. It's almost sunset, and this brings our memories into a reality. Back then as teenagers living in our parents' houses, you had to make sure that you are back in the house before 6 p.m. You have to behave like nothing happened, like you never left the house, not unless you had an assignment to head to Mlolongo market to do some shopping. Back then, we never had flyovers. We never had these good roads as well. And so, many people lost their lives in the process of crossing the roads. From this point, I'm able to get an aerial view of Mlolongo business streets. But I must be very careful. We have some guys here who don't like getting filmed now that they have turned the flyover into a dating site. You find a man, instead of taking their woman to a club or to a restaurant or to their house, they prefer bringing them here. As teenagers, we found joy in the simplest things. Evenings were for exploring nearby hills, where we imagine ourselves as adventurers uncovering hidden treasures. No wonder I ended up being a traveler. Subscribe to my channel. On other days, we could explore Mlolongo town, which we called Ololo. I loved buying mutura, the African sausage, and roasted corn. The dusty roads bore witness to the countless times we could walk to Mlolongo open air market to purchase farm produce. These memories shaped the person I am today. This is one of the neighborhoods I get to and I feel totally at home. I be filming in the roads and I'm not scared of no one snatching my cameras. What could make you not to live in Mlolongo? Let us interact. Please leave a comment on the comment section. Mlolongo, famous known as Mavoko, neighbors Nairobi, Kitengela, and Adriva. So most of the dwellers in Mlolongo work either in Nairobi, CBD, or in Adriva. In Adriva, we have most of the industries there. Then Kitengela as well is a residential area. This marks the end of my today's vlog. Thank you so much for always supporting me. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Whoever is watching me for the first time, I so much appreciate. Kindly subscribe to my channel. My name is Gausi Africa. I'm a traveler and a YouTuber from Kenya, Africa. Have a good bye.